Okay, looks like we got a FedEx coming through, and it's leaving a super thick trail. And it's going LAX to Memphis, and it looks like a 747, and it's vectoring hard. Came up over the south side of San Jacinto there. Turned it on right there. And now is vectoring towards the north. And it might be that cargo. Oh, could go FedEx. DC10, I think. Or maybe not, it's only got 2 trails. The DC10 has a tail engine on it. But again, this just totally shows how, 3 or 4 jets came through and they weren't leaving any trail whatsoever. This one flying out of LAX gets to the valley right there and turns it on right there, and then is continuing just to leave a solid trail. That one will really spread out. Can't tell if it has a tail engine. But it's clearly only leaving 2 trails. I can't tell. Maybe it is 3 trails. Oh, here comes another one behind it. See if I can grab it once more. Well, it kind of looks like 3 trails, so I guess DC10, tail exhaust, aerosol, it's not exhaust. It's kind of intermingling with one of the other engines on the wings. And then here's this other one coming over. We'll see what this one is. Another one, and it did the same thing. Got right to where that other one was, and turned it on right there. So we'll see what this one is. It's probably another FedEx. But again, just goes to kind of show how, okay, here it is, right there. Oops. Zoom back out. Yep, another FedEx. So, got that FedEx coming through spraying, and then that one out over Joshua Tree now still spraying, and then this one right there coming over the top of the mountain. Let's see what it is. Are these DC10s? Yep, 3 engines. So I guess it was leaving, that last one was leaving 3 trails. See what that one was. It's the same thing, I think. See what it is. Yep, another one. Yeah, DC10 with 3 engines. And this one's doing the exact same thing. Where was this one going? Vectoring. North. Anyways. I'm sure it's going to Memphis too. But look at this trail. There it goes, way down there. That's gonna turn into all the wispy stuff. So again, that just goes to show some jets coming through one way out over there. I didn't even see it on flight radar. A lot of times those ones that are way out in that direction looking north, out on the far north side of the Coachella Valley, they won't show up on flight radar. So, and they hit that area a lot too, but let's focus in on this other FedEx. See if it's all three engines are leaving a trail. It doesn't look like it. See, it doesn't look like there's, looks like three trails there, but it doesn't look. I guess right in there, you kind of see the back tail engine aerosol right there, lining up with it. But I've seen them clearly come through where just on these DC10, DC11s, whatever they are, the three engines, and on the tail and two on the wings, where just the ones on the wings will be leaving a trail. So, you can't tell me that FedEx pilot behind the first FedEx doesn't see that trail. Of course, they know what they're doing. They know they're spraying these poisonous aerosols, even though it's killing them. It's crazy. People are just stupid. Looks like at some point that FedEx is gonna cross that other one's path there. So there it goes. There's the two trails it left. Both FedEx. Okay, there's those FedEx trails all spreading out. They're kind of blowing southeast. And then there's a short one going there. Real short one. And up and they're shorter. And then you got these other ones, like those FedEx that came in here. Now you can see how which direction they're moving. Another one way down there, and then that other one, a bunch of them down there. Look at one way down there vectoring. Look at that. And then there was those FedEx trails right there. Look how they're spreading out. Pull that one out. It's right over the top of the Salton Sea right there. It's doing that hard vector right there. Going east and then vectoring. It's actually going northeast, and now it's vectoring southeast. Oh, now it looks like it's doing another turn. Oh, look at that. Making a little S in the sky. It's heading northeast and vectored around to the southeast, now vectoring back around to the northeast. Now, why did he do that? Why did that pilot do that? Well, because it was directed to do that for geoengineering purposes. Car came. This guy didn't run me over. Honk his horn. Standing out in the middle of the street. Thinks he went around me. Like a road cone. So I have to go inside and pull that one up to see what it is. Because it left a pretty long trail. Here's where it started right there. And there. And then out over the Salton Sea. Get that little S-turn. And there's the FedEx trails all spreading out. And they're coming over the mountain right there. And that's what they turned into. Big old massive chemical dumps. Thank you, FedEx. And then that other one heading way down, and the one that's doing the S-turn down there. That one doesn't seem to be vectoring. Let's see what it does. Let's see if it vectors along the lines of that other one. Crossing the path of it. See if that one shows up on flight radar 24 doing that little S-turn. Okay, here are those jets that came over the Salton Sea down there, leaving that S. Southwest Ameriflight, but it's pretty straight flight right there. Made no S-turn. It's not showing here on flight radar 24. And then the Southwest, made a little bit of an S-turn, but nothing like that was up in the sky. Maybe flight radar is just not picking it up. And then another Southwest. So anyways, I think those are those flights that were going through there. I don't see any more coming over the top of the mountain at those FedEx. Now here's one coming over. American. Let's see if that one's spraying. And it's that one there, Southwest, and one WestJet taking off from Palm Springs. So, and then another one coming way over here, a Delta. So, we'll see. Go back, see which ones of those are spraying. Here's that first one. What did I say it was? I don't know, I rattled off about 4 of them. Just pulled them up on flight radar. What is that one? Oh, it's the American. And that's leaving a short trail. But again, it just shows that that's an aerosol. And how come it isn't leaving a trail like what those FedEx left? I mean, look at those things now. And you can see now they're blowing east. Because right where it turned it on is right where this one's turned it on. And then this trail will be coming over. What is this one? Probably another FedEx, because it's vectoring towards the north. But I didn't see it was FedEx on the flight radar. Burn out. But yeah, man, look at those FedEx trails now. Wow. That was one big dump. And then that American leaving that shorter trail. And then one coming over the top there. It's outside of San Jacinto. And it's vectoring. It turned it on. Like right there. And that one's sticking real good. So it turned it on right there, like those two FedEx did. And that's where they now, they started right there, those two FedEx, and now it's right over the top of me here. So they're blowing east, pretty much directly east. Now that one's American's sticking a little more. So it makes me wonder if they're cranking up the spray. And then this one up here. It looks like another FedEx, like I was saying. Oh, and now look at this right here. And then that Delta not spraying. There's the Delta right there, and it's not spraying. Let's see if I can grab it. Yeah, see there, is that the Delta? Yeah, blue bottom. No trail whatsoever. No trail from the Delta, and the American leaving that trail, FedEx leaving two massive trails, and now this, oh look right here, here's a perfect example, look at this. Look at that. Two jets. Yeah, one's higher, but altitude has nothing to do with it. What is that one? Oh, come on, camera doesn't want to focus in. But I think that one was a FedEx, the one behind it. And it was leaving a real thick trail. And now it's not, now it's leaving a shorter trail. Can't tell what it is. That one's whipping out in front of it, not spraying. Where'd they go? There it is. I don't know what that was. But again, that just goes to show right there. One leaving a trail, and then that one out in front of it, right there. Past it, leaving no trail. And then the big FedEx, two FedEx that came through, just leaving these massive trails. And that one right there, it has to be messing with the volume, turning it up and down. It has to, because it's not leaving the volume that it was, like when it left that trail right there. Because that stuck real good, and it has nothing to do with the atmosphere. I mean, it does to some degree. But I think they can turn up and down the volume of the aerosol. I don't think the pilots do it, but it's pretty sophisticated, these spraying operations. Just the massive amounts of money that are going into this. I've come to the conclusion it's about weather control for sure. But I really think more and more it's just about poisoning us. I really, really believe that. That along with the cell towers, 5G coming. It's time for people to start waking up. Realize what they're doing. You know, I guess people don't want to believe it. Another one going out way out over there. I don't have a problem believing it. Man controlled by Satan is evil. Another one going through. So, I gotta get to work. Tough reporting on the geoengineering. I've made my point this morning. Okay, here's that one trail that kind of came over the mountain and was spraying real thick and then vectored, and it's all spreading out, and then it turned down its volume, but it's now blown east, somewhat southeast, and then it kind of changed its volume or changed its mixture, and now those are the trails right there blowing east that the FedEx left. There's 2 FedEx this morning. That's from them. So I don't know if they changed the mixture or just the volume of the spray, or maybe both. So it's pretty high-tech operations. So just showing how those FedEx clouds, how they spread out and what they look like now. That's them right there. That's where they turned them on, and that's where they're heading east.